Hey, how's it going, guys? Game Slash we're here, and today I'm gonna do something a little bit different. This is something I wanted to do for a long time, but I never known how to, do it. But as you can see in the title, today I'm gonna tell you embarrassing stories about my life. And yes, I have a lot of embarrassing stories. Even though I'm still a teenager, I have a lot of embarrassing stories to tell you. So today I'm only gonna tell you two, and if I still have gameplay time, I'll probably tell you one more if I can think something off the top of my head. But with that being said, the two stories I'm going to tell you today is how I almost drowned my cousin, and that's the first one I'm going to tell you. And then the second one I'm going to tell you is when I embarrassed myself in front of my whole camp. Not even 1 week in the camp, it's like a couple days in the camp. So let's start off with my cousin, okay? We was going on a family trip, for like a family reunion. So yeah, we was going to Florida, and I remember the first thing that we were going to do, we was going to go swimming. And I was like, oh yeah, swimming, that's cool. Back then I didn't know how to swim. I think this was I don't know how old I was. I was probably maybe 9 years old. Most likely 8 years old, 8, 7. But back then I didn't know how to swim. The only thing I knew how to do in the water was to float. You know how you kick your legs and arms and struggle to stay up. That's the only thing I know how to do, and doggy paddle. Cause I didn't go underneath the water because I was too scared to do that. So I never went underneath the water because I was too scared that I was gonna drown. So yeah, the first thing we were going to do, we was gonna go swimming, and I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. My cousin, he was like, oh yeah, I love swimming. Let me bring my floaties. And he's like my younger cousin, so he definitely didn't know how to swim back then. So he's probably 4 years old, 5. So he didn't know how to swim. He only had floaties. I was like, oh yeah, bring your floaties so you can get in the water. He was like, yeah, okay. So we're driving down there. We get to the location. We get to our hotel, and we go ahead and change to our swimsuits, And I went running down. I went running to the swimming pool because even though I didn't know how to swim, I still love swimming. Well, just trying to keep myself above the water. It wasn't really swimming. I love to keep myself above the water. I like doing that, I guess. So I run down there. I go in the water. I put, how you test the water to see if it's cold or not. Put my foot in it. It was freezing cold water. I was like, oh man, this water's so cold. But I was like, you know what? I've been waiting to go swimming keeping myself above the water for a couple times now. I've been waiting to go ahead and go swimming for quite some time now. So I didn't care that it was kind of cold water. So I just went hopping in. I just hopped in the water. I was like, ooh, it's freezing cold. So after I started kicking and moving my arms and stuff, it started to warm up and stuff. So I was like, and I was the only one down there at the time, so it was just me by myself. So I'm doggy paddling, kicking, and keeping myself above the water. I'm gonna tell you, I don't like going underneath the water. I didn't like going underneath the water. So my cousin finally gets there because we was in different cars. So he finally gets to the hotel after me waiting an hour or so, and He came to the swimming pool because he heard that I was in it. He already had swim trunks, which was smart for him. He changed it before, at one of the stops on the way, near the hotel. So that was pretty smart on him to end. So he changed his swimsuits. But my auntie, she had his floaties, so he couldn't get in the water. So we was talking. He saw me try to keep myself above the water. He was like, "Oh man, that's so cool. I wish I could do that." I was like, oh yeah, I thought I was actually doing something though, to be honest. I thought I was actually swimming, but I wasn't. So, besides that, yeah, my auntie had his floaties, and she came to the hotel probably 5 minutes after he did. So after us waiting, she went into her she had to sign into her room and everything, and like put her luggage upstairs. So we was waiting for her. He was waiting for her to get her his floaties. And I told him, I was like, you don't need your floaties. You'll be perfectly fine in the water. Cause I wanted somebody in the water with me. It was just me by myself for about an hour and a couple minutes. It was just me by myself. I wanted somebody else in the water with me right then and now. Okay. He's like, no, I'm away from my floaties. I'm away from my floaties. And I was like, no, you don't need them. Trust me, you don't need them. And then he was like, are you sure? I was like, yeah, I'm positive. I was like, come on, hop on in. So I wanted him to jump in the water, okay? I wanted him to jump in the water. And he didn't know how to float, okay? And I don't know. I was like, jump in, jump in. He was like, no, I'm not going to. I was like, dude, trust me, you're going to be perfectly fine. And so he was like, okay, I'll jump. But as long as you say I'm going to be perfectly fine without my floaties. I was like, dude, trust me. So I go to the edge of the pool. I say, I have my arms out. I said, I'll catch you. I'll catch you. I promise you, I'll catch you. You can trust me. Cause okay, if I could trust you. He jumps in. You know what I did? I dropped him. I dropped my little cousin in the water with no floaties on. He can't swim. He don't even know how to keep his head above the water. I drop him, and he just, I thought he'll float. Like, this is an actual Pennywise. I remember telling him, I said, come on, you'll float too. Like, it was actually, like, Pennywise It movie type thing. But he didn't float. And I was like, oh, no. And I was like, dude, what am I going to do? So he's just laying there in the water, drowning. He's struggling. He's trying to pull himself up on my leg, but I'm kicking and trying to stay above the water. So, because I don't want to be like him. I'm not trying to drown. So I'm kicking and trying to stay myself above the water. As he tried to grab my leg and pull himself up, but he can't do that because I'm kicking. So he's just laying there. I remember just standing there for a couple, like, trying to keep myself above the water. I was just thinking to myself, I was like, what did I do? I killed my cousin. I killed my cousin. And I remember he just stopped moving for a second. And I remember crying. And at that moment, my auntie, she came in and she saw him underneath the water, and me just standing there. So she's yelling at me like, pull him up, pull him up. I was like, I'm not, because I don't want to go underneath the water. I don't want to go underneath the water. So she jumps in with all her clothes on and stuff. She don't got no swimming suit on. She got all her clothes on. She just got to the hotel. She didn't change her swimsuit or nothing. She jumps in with all her clothes on. And she pulls him up. And I remember I got yelled at. And we was going to the music park later that day, so I couldn't go because I drowned my cousin in the water. Oh my, it was so embarrassing. Oh, I couldn't go to the music park. I was so mad, bro. Okay, now this next story is gonna be a little bit quick, but I remember I was going to a camp, and oh man, I was going to a camp, and you have to take this swimming test. I'm pretty sure every camp you have to take like a swimming test. I don't know if you do or not, but you have to take a swimming test. And you had to like go in the deep end. Like you have to go in the deep end. Like I was learned that like across the rope was the deep end. So I'm gonna say it's the deep end. But like across the rope was the deep end. But I remember I crossed the rope. And I thought it was the deep end, so I'm kicking and staying myself above the water so I don't drown. And I'm struggling, I'm crying for help, like I'm about to drown. It was like, Alex, stay above the, just stand up. I was like, what do you mean by just stand up? I'm about to drown. I can't keep my feet up. I can't keep my feet right here. I can't stand up right here. It was like, Alex, stand up. So I stand up, and my whole body is above the water, and everybody just laughed at me. So, right when I was taking the test, I remember I told the instructor, I was all like, dude, I'm feeling sick. I'm not going to do this test. So they was like, okay, go back to the cabin then. So I went back to the cabin. I played off being sick. And I remember I just started crying because I was so embarrassed. And the next day they taught me how to swim. So now I can swim. And next time, if my cousin needs help, if he's drowning, I can actually go underneath the water and pick him up and save him. Okay? Because I know how to swim now. After me, I'm pretending, thought I almost drowned. So yeah. But that's going to be it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. Have a lot of Titanfall 2 coming up, so be ready for that. But besides that, I'm going to see y'all in the next video. Alright, peace.